Hello guys, and welcome to my first video about my cockpit. In this video I'm gonna show you my cockpit with more details than in the last video, and I'm gonna show you the background of this cockpit. So we're gonna go behind the cockpit and I'll show you all the wires and all that stuff. So let's get the MIP at first. The MIP is completely homemade by me. There are only a few things were from some sites on the internet. We will start with the captain side. So you can see at first this push button. I will turn on the light one moment, please. So here's the button, the master caution light, and if it's completely working, if I push, it will turn off. The same with the fire warn. When I push the test here, it's completely working. So then to the right side there is the EFIS panel. It's a new panel. It's I bought it 1 week ago, and it's finally here. I need to add the switch, and I need to wire them and hook them up to the USB interface. But it's backlighted. The switches were completely working. You can hear the clap when they pushed. The rotary switches are will completely working, and these switches will work too, and you can push them. That's be working. These two will work too, and we go to the right now. Here it's the autopilot. It's the autopilot multi-panel from Cytec. It's not the original 737 autopilot panel, but it's completely working. If you can here's the speed. It's 100, like here. When I turn the knob to what I want, 131, it changes here, and you can hear this clap in the background. Even this, it's 600 because I'm just landed in Stuttgart. If I turn it, you can see the number is changing. Yeah. Even all the switches working completely. Below there is the clock. It's even a new panel, and this one it's not hooked up yet. Then we have the lower panel. They are not working because there are the wrong rotary switches in degrees. You know, here I need 45 degrees, and it's I think 33 degrees or something. You know, there's one position more than I need, and I need to buy new switches in here. This panel is completely working without this switch. You can see it's lightning, and when I push, it will get off. The same with the autopilot, as we heard before a minute. When I push, the sound goes off. Then the annunciators working. When I pull when I pull the speed brake handle, the light comes up, and when I release it, the light goes off. Now to the right side, the auto brake panel, it's completely working. Without the switch, it's for the light of the MRP. This switch is working. The landing gear lever is completely homemade, and it's fully working. You need to push, set, and let it snap back, so you can't move it without pulling it. You hear when I push it down, you hear the clock on the speakers. And I'm on the ground, so the lights doesn't change. And one light here that is not working because I think the wire is broken, but I need to fix that. So the sorry for that. The co-pilot side, it's not even finished. I need to interface these buttons and these buttons, and this button is working, but I have to configure that with FSUI PC. It works like the real one. Below we have these throttles. It's from Cytec. I don't know if you can see the Cytec. There are two of them, one and one. And I built a frame around it and put these levers on it. They are even homemade, and now it's working. Also the reverse is working. It's these are only, they have nothing to do. It's only this here. There's the way ends there, and when I push it, there's a knob inside like this. It's a push button, and very simple. When I go back and I touch down, I pull them back and hook them up, so the reverser gets and the engines go up and so on. The fuel cutoff switches are working. I don't know, I think you can't hear the click in the background, but they are working. They have not the pull to set option, but they are working. The parking brake is working. The light was working too, but I think there's even the wire broke. There, below there's the fire panel. These are only replicas, dummies. You can completely, yeah, they are only for the look. This switch here is working. When I pull it to the left, the fire warn test goes up. Yeah, so the pedestal, it's even new. I added these dummies, but I'm looking to get the original panels, and I will interface them also. But I think they took 1 month, even 1 month to get them. Not to the overhead panel. The overhead panel is even homemade. It's paper who's glued on wood, and I've added switches like these. They're completely working. I don't know if you can spot. Yeah, the light, the ground gets brighter. Or there is a taxi light. Yeah, you can spot it. They are completely working. You hear it. These panel, these here, this one, and ground power. It's working too. So now we're gonna go behind the cockpit, and I will show you what's behind. So really fast now, but so behind the cockpit you can see all the wires. There's one interface, USB interface. There are all the switches from the MRP got in there. There is the one from the overhead, and here's the first officer monitor. Here's the landing gear lever. There's the lower do monitor, and there's the captain monitor. So the video will end here. I will thank you to watch.